Hello Libra, welcome back to the Illest Illuminator. We are going to do your he said, she said game. It is going to be the divine feminine energies on top and the divine masculine energies at the bottom. So let's see what is going on for my lovely Libras. Starting off with the past situation. Let's see what has been going on in your energy. Right, we do have the Moon, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. So this feels like you've been trying to invest and learn from a situation where you actually don't really have all the information. There is an emergency outside going on. I don't know if that has anything to do with your reading, but let me just wait. With the sound. Okay, so I feel like you may have felt a little bit breadcrumbed in a situation where you feel like, I don't know where I stand, I don't know where this is going, I'm a little bit fearful that I'm going to be trapped in a past cycle and I have to be like cold and detached to actually observe the situation, because emotionally things are really getting at you. Okay, emotionally there has been like things that you're trying to understand, but you just feel like you're not getting through it. And you're kind of like holding on to a cycle where you're just not completely sure if it is healthy for you to stay there, because you don't want to repeat the same cycle. Because this cycle with the Moon starting up, it's always like a cycle of like, you don't know what's going to happen, you don't know where you stand, how things are going to move forward. So there are a lot of fears really involved in this energy field. So let's see. Oof. We got the Ten of Swords and the King of Pentacles in the masculine energy. And the Moon. Again, the Moon. So it feels like both of you are mirroring the same energy. They are in the exact same energy where they feel like, but what if this actually ends up in like a painful betrayal? Or what if Libra is going to cheat on me? Or what if my old traumas kind of like resurface? So they're trying to maintain cool, they're trying to maintain their stability, but at the same time you both are truly mirroring the same fears. And that's where both of you really need to be in the King energy. And the Kings are very how do I say that, like you both need to be in this King energy to kind of like okay, I can't get out of that situation. Wait a minute. Like my brain just wanted to fart, you know what I mean? Like how are you gonna tell that? No, but what I mean with the King is like both of you need to be a bit more, no, it's just like it doesn't want to go, you know, like when it stops there, it stops. I can't do anything. I can't do anything about that. I feel like needing to keep yourself cool, calm, and collected. Both of you don't want to rush into this while not having enough information about the other person, while not having any information about where you stand. So both of you are being a little bit like, okay, I gotta be a little bit more holding back here. In your future energies, we do have the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Wands reversed. So the number 777 could be a sign that you keep on getting from your spirit guides. And then we have the Three of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. I almost get the feeling that your King of Swords energy here of trying to maintain the control, don't get emotionally entangled in a situation, might be pushing you to kind of like let go of the situation, to stop investing in it. There is absolutely this energy of like, I don't want to be led astray. And I see like this giving up energy. All right, so maybe this is just going to be passing by, but I absolutely feel like you might be in this energy of like, I don't want to risk my heart, or I still have some heartbreak here, and you don't want to show up vulnerable at all. You feel like you've maybe given a situation multiple chances and it keeps on kind of like repeating the same cycle. So I do see for you, Libra, that you might be in the state of like, I gotta hold back. I gotta hold back from this. And the more that you hold back, the more that this person is going to be trying. They're like, no, you can't give up. Libra, you cannot give up on me. Like, no, 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 no. Where are you coming? Where are you going? Where are you going? You see? Then we have the Queen of Swords and the Tower and then the Fool. So this feels like, either this feels like this person could be very confusing to you sometimes. It's like at one point they're like, yeah, let's give it a try. And then the second is like, well, I got to tell you something. And then boom, comes like some sort of reality check that you're like, what the hell? Like, couldn't you tell this before? You know, that type of energy. And then they're like, yeah, but that's like the past energy. Let's get over with it and just move forward. Okay, so the Queen of Swords and the Tower in their energy is like they're going to surprise you with some sort of harsh truth, but at the same time, they have made like a sweet cushion for you, as in like, yeah, but here's your cocktail, honey. You know what I mean? So there is a secret. There is a secret here, and you feel the secret is coming. That's the moon, and they're going to be opening up about that secret. This is something that they've been holding back. This secret, once they open up about it, is going to give you a little bit of a, you know, hurt feelings. Yes. But at the same time, they are going to make clear that they do want to try it with you. What is the blockage here for Libra? Six of Pentacles. So there could be like another situation that they need to prioritize sometimes as well. So a lack of balance, or you feel like this person could be giving to another situation, whether that is like, you know, in terms of time, in terms of money, maybe they have children, maybe they have like another commitment going on, not in terms of love, but like in other commitments. Yeah. You have the Nine of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. I see you very confused. At one point you're just like, yeah, I don't really want to invest in this, and then you're like, yeah, maybe we can see where this is going. And then emotionally you're just like, okay, I gotta protect myself, I gotta defend myself, I gotta emotionally detach from this situation before this can, you know, cause me some pain. So I do see, especially in a lot of the signs, a lot of people are really trying to learn from past traumatic experiences and trying to integrate those lessons. And that is very good, but at the same time, maybe there are new lessons for you to learn, and that you may need to kind of like open yourself up for the new lessons. Not always, but in some cases, when we really deal with the past triggers and we make decisions based on that alone, we can actually miss out on some good experiences as well. But this conversation is really going to be stuck a little bit on you until you're like, okay, you know what? I gotta leave it for what it is. Yeah, then we have the Hangman in their blockage. We have the Magician in their blockage. The Judgment and the Sun. Wow, and the Strength card. That's huge. That's massive. That's like, even though this is a challenge, it just feels like this person wants to open up about something so that you know that they're not withholding anything anymore. Trying their best to get out of this secretive type of moon energy, okay? Because the moon does indicate to me that this person has been keeping some secrets from you. And it's like all these positive vibes, all these positive open enlightenment and, you know, judgment type of energies are in the blockage. So that means that they are struggling with opening up about something. They have this, you know, good intention to do so. However, they feel like you will never see them in the same light, or you will never really believe them, or their pride is a little bit in the way. I mean, it does feel like this person is strong enough to break through these barriers. Absolutely, I do see that. But it may take some time. And I feel like the way that they are going to be saying it might be not quite diplomatic, okay? Because the Queen of Swords and the Tower is really saying, like, instead of like doing this in a methodical way, maybe they're just going to be like blunt about it and just like give you the shock. And you're just going to be like, okay, you could have said it in a better way, or you could have said it in a way that wouldn't be as shocking as you are saying it now. What are your intentions, and what are their intentions? Five of Pentacles reversed. Like, you don't want to be the one that's going to be left out, especially if they might be telling you that they are dealing with something else. We've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Their intentions. Yeah, it's the Temperance card, the Knight of Wands, and the Hierophant. So again, I feel like maybe, especially here with the Five of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and then Queen of Swords, in your intentions, you're more like in the observing energy, or you should actually be, to be a little bit more, how do I say this? It's almost as if you think like, okay, if this person tells me this, then it probably means this, and that. Or if this person convinces me about their situation, that automatically will mean that I am the one that's being rejected or abandoned. So you really need to distance yourself from those type of patterns and really try to listen with an open ear, right? Like truly listen to what they have to say, rather than jump into a conclusion just to defend or protect yourself in a situation. And I feel like you're getting there with the Queen of Swords. Okay, but it's going to be tough. You're probably going to receive that message and you're going to be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to have to take my distance from it. I'll come back to it later, once you kind of like have full control over yourself and you can emotionally detach from the situation and listen with an open heart, right? Because this person wants your patience, wants your emotional investment. They do trust in your sincerity, and they want you to trust in their sincerity. But they do want you to be aware that there are some priorities that they have in their life with the Hierophant, or commitments. So please do let me know how this resonates and which parts, okay? Because it's going to be very interesting to know. What's the outside influence? See the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Wands. So there might be multiple people here. Absolutely. The World and the Devil. This person may have been stuck on a past cycle, especially with that Devil card coming through, which makes you feel like, okay, I don't want to repeat that past cycle. I don't want to repeat this type of lessons over and over again. So yeah, that's what the Devil here. So you feel a little bit as if Spirit is kind of like pulling you back to an old situation where you feel like, well, I've already been through that situation. Spirit, why do I need to kind of like re-examine the same situation over and over again? Yeah, I don't feel like this person wants to lose you. There is a Six of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Hierophant in their outside influence. So it does kind of like let me know that you may need your time to retreat a little bit, to bring some sort of mental peace and balance within your own life. So there is going to be probably you trying to distance yourself, trying to recuperate your time, your energy, and your emotions, and then kind of like resurface back with that Emperor and be like, you know what, I will take my part of the responsibility and also listen with an open heart. Again, I get that open heart type of energy. That is going to be not easy for you, but you are absolutely working yourself to get there, is what I'm getting here for you. So for the extended, I am going to go a little bit deeper, as you know, so the link will be in the description box below. And let's see what comes through. Interesting. Got the Knight of Swords at the bottom. We have the Three of Cups and the King of Cups, the Four of Cups and the Ten of Wands. I will discuss these energies in the extended. And for your person going into the future, we have, yeah, Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and then the High Priestess, Nine of Cups, and the Four of Wands. So before you feel any type of disappointment coming through for you for the future, let me tell you, things are going to get better, but you do need some warnings with the Three of Swords. So follow me on the extended. You can also become a member on the YouTube channel. You have two tiers, the Illest tribe, which is for all the extended readings, and then we have the early access for having access to all the YouTube videos before they get posted. So see you there, or you can go to the illuminator.com, and the extended link is in the description box below, and I see you soon. Take care.